moments with Mataji. We will, there's no format for this. Anyone who wants to share can just press that icon of, raising your hands, and we will call one by one. And if you can restrict yourself to 5 minutes, I think more people will have a chance to talk about Mataji. So, very, very emotional days for all of us. And I personally, learned many things from Mataji. And for those of us here, we being in the process of Krishna consciousness, I think one of the things we learn is, at least theoretically, we say, we should lose the fear of death. Practically, I don't know. I mean, none of us will probably know until that moment comes. And Mataji, very exemplary in that, she taught us all um, the art of dying. So we all know from Bhagavad Gita that whatever remembrance we have at the time of departure is what we will attain. So Mataji's consciousness was all with Krishna during all those days that she was diagnosed and she was sick. I think, she passed the test. So we have so many lessons from Mataji to learn. And so I'll just open this forum for everyone. And then we will, it can be, very informal or whatever you want to say, either about Mataji or, about death in certain, what did we learn, or about how our consciousness should be. So anything related to her or to the time we can share. So, I see Anu Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Pranam to all the Matajis. Yeah, what we have witnessed, personally, what I have witnessed 2 days back was something which is difficult for me to digest, because what all we do preaching, what all we read, but practical way of a person, and especially a Vaishnavi, a devotee, leaving her body is an exemplary thing which I have seen. Personally, it has touched me very deep, Lot of, while practicing Krishna consciousness, we are mostly focusing on, cleansing our anarthas or trying to chant. But I was thinking, I am doing all the superficial things, but what art of dying I'm not trying to practice, right? So what Mataji has shown is a very exemplary act of art of dying. So I was very fortunate that, Mataji just came from hospice, and immediately I got a call, and we stay close by to Mataji. So we went there. Her consciousness was amazing, I came and I told Mataji, Barsana Mataji, this is Rani Devi Dasi, and she's like, Hari Bol. She opened Mataji and she said, then I sang to her Vrindavana Ramyasthana, and I was telling Mataji, will you Radha Krishna who are sitting on a golden lotus flower? And she's like, yes, Hari Bol, I will. And her consciousness was so amazing. She was so, and in fact, she was humming with me. And then we also, you all know that, we have Goshala, and Mataji has donated a Subhadra cow. And she's so fond of that cow, when Mataji was in the hospice, my Prabhuji was talking about Subhadra, and how Subhadra is, and how Subhadra is such a calm, composed, and everything. And immediately my Prabhuji showed a video of Subhadra. She was so happy seeing that over and over. She was seeing that. And she was calling out Subhadra, Subhadra, Ma Subhadra, my daughter Subhadra. And then later on, she told Prabhuji, can you please get a picture of Subhadra? I want to see her. So then my Prabhuji said, okay. And then my Prabhuji went to office and he was busy. So Mataji made sure that she was telling Chalpati Prabhu and she was following up. Did you call Ilan Prabhu? When will he come? When will he get the picture of Subhadra? I want to see. And then Mataji got, when my so happy over and over, she was kissing that cow's picture, Subhadra's picture, and she was so happy and content. And so many times, yesterday I was speaking to his son son was telling, I am so amazed and I don't know who this person I'm seeing right now is. What my mom is and how she came to this stage, I can't even contemplate. He was telling that, basically Mataji is like a very micromanager. And if something happens, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. She was very fussy and she made sure that, all the works are done at a proper time and everything. And the amazing part he told is that Prabhuji's Mataji's son considers Vishwarup Prabhu. So when they got to know that Mataji has a 4th stage cancer and for longer time, Vishwarup Prabhu, they all said, I think we should not tell her that. Instead, rather we'll keep it like a secret and we'll tell that, she's ailing with something, something which will take some time for her to recover, and they wanted to keep it a secret. So luckily, what happened? Her son was speaking to her one day, and he got very emotional. And then he couldn't control, and he told Amma that Amma, you should also understand Mataji is also a doctor. So I don't know what happened. He was telling, I don't know what happened. I didn't want it to reveal, but somehow I revealed that, to my mom, saying that Amma, you have 4th stage cancer and it is difficult. I think there is no more treatment. Doctor said there is no treatment. And Mataji so nicely. And then his son told her that, Amma, I can't come immediately. I have some contract with the hospital. I cannot come, after some days I will come. And she said, it's okay, it's okay, I'm fine. So Mataji was there in the hospital for close to 15-20 days. They got to know this news. And Prabhuji was telling, not even a single day. They were speaking to her on the phone. He was speaking to her on the phone nicely for hours and hours. Not even once she asked, when are you coming? It's so difficult, Mataji has only son, and then they have a grandchild. And since Mataji speaks to her grandchild every day. In fact, while having a video call, she would call her servant, she would call her anybody, and she would say, see what Bujigadu is doing, what this my Pota is doing, and she would constantly speak. Such a kind of person, when she got to know that, she's going to leave the body, she took it up so nicely. I think if you have all seen the video where, Mataji was speaking to Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, amazing statement she said. And she was saying, Maharaj, that Parikshit Maharaj got to know ahead that he's going to die in 7 days. Similarly, I also got a news that I'm also about to leave my body. And I'm so happy that I also got time to prepare for my death. What a statement, Mataji. So many things we do every day. Practically, we have so many lectures, so many things. But I don't think so. I will be able to tell that. So that actually shook me up. When the video came, when we got this video, I was completely taken away by Mataji's consciousness. I think it is very difficult for a Mataji who's been a doctor. I think she has seen many deaths, so it's part of her vocation, what she is having. But still, she's so sensitive to the matter that she's so dying, and she took up that matter so seriously without any attachment. Our son was telling, I don't know who this person is. What mother I know who was fussy about every little things and who would make sure that things happen her way, right way. This, she was so particular and meticulous. Such a kind of person, when this news came, she had no attachments to anything, not the house, nor to me. I'm the only child. And he was telling, and the son was so happy. He didn't even he was very joyful that her mom is living. And that amazed me. Whole episode of Mataji passing, I think each and everybody in ISKCON who are practicing should completely witness. Once in your lifetime, we should witness a person leaving the body, and especially a Vaishnavi, because it gives lot of hope. And what Prabhupada has done to us, how the system, the art of dying, Prabhupada has taught, and how these exemplary Matajis and have shown that as an example. It is amazing. Everything is still reeling, and I'm counting. Mataji just passed two days back. It's 2 days that she left. And still in each and every moment, I somehow, Barsana Mataji's picture flashes in my mind, and what an impact she has created. And I'm very thankful that, she has given an opportunity to I'm thankful to Krishna that I met her, because had I not have met her, I wouldn't have known who she is and what she has left for us to practice. So thank you, Mataji. And definitely I will miss Barsana Mataji. His smile, because each time I would encounter her, she would beautifully smile and say, Hare Krishna Mataji, how are you? And all. I definitely will be missing her, but I'm happy that she's gone back home, back to Godhead. In fact, I told her, Mataji, when you go there, will you receive me? Then she was telling, yes, I will receive you when I go there. So she happily left her body, and I'm happy. In fact, it's a very joyous and very celebration moment for us. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mataji.
even I was telling her, Mataji, you're the first Sakhi, so you have to lead us all there. And she said, yes, I will.
Yeah, telling, will you welcome us? Will you all welcome us, make us comfortable? And I was telling, will you take up the seva of doing malas to Krishna and Radha? She was telling, yes, I will.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Personally, I have not interacted much. I only know Mataji while she was getting initiated in GV, because my in-laws also got initiated at the same time. That's when I got to know her more personally. But over and all, I would just know her, Mataji, Hare Krishna, but only at that particular time, I knew her little well.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can I speak? I have to
leave,
leave,
yes,
leave early, so I thought I'll share.
Yes,
share. Hare Krishna. Barsana Rani Mataji, I came to know her only when I came to Hyderabad, and especially when the Sakhi Sanga program started. Before that, online we were meeting, and every time, the first time I became aware of her was for the chanting japa sessions that we started online, and she would be the first person to join as soon as the Zoom session I used to open at 5:30 sharp. She would be ready, and she would be the first person who would start chanting. And over the 2-3 years that we have been chanting every morning, it became such a pleasure to see her first thing in the morning. So I'm my feeling is that the first person in the morning that I used to meet and greet was Barsana Rani Mataji. And every time we would meet in the morning, we would say Hari Bol, and then she would start chanting. And every time, only in the last few months in this year, or the previous year, sorry, 2022 ending, she started missing the chanting in the mornings due to her ill health. And she actually messaged me, and she wrote that I'm not feeling well nowadays, and as soon as I feel better, I will join back. And she would always sincerely write to me. So you could see that, and her chanting was so perfect. I mean, I cannot tell you that to wake up in the morning and first hear her chanting, it was very, very purifying. And you could see that her whole focus and her whole heart was in the chanting of holy names. And after hearing Anuradha Priya Mataji, one more realization I'm getting, I'm really feeling that to get Krishna's mercy the way she has received, the Srila Prabhupada's teachings are, we can really get our faith can increase, that if a person can just focus and give so much of her attention for chanting, and her her sincerity in Krishna consciousness, you can make out that her heart was so pure, that only a person who's purified and who's so with a humble heart can chant so wonderfully. This is and that is the only way we can get Krishna's mercy, the way she has received. And uh, unfortunately, I mean, the last time I met her was in the last Sakhi Sanga satsang that we had personally, and she really came, and every time for the personal offline Sakhi Sanga, she would meet me. And I still remember the first time I met her personally, and she said, "I am Barsana Rani Mataji who comes for chanting." And it was such a sweet, connection we had, because meeting first time each other, and even the last time that I met her, she hugged me with so much love. I'm just remembering that hug and lamenting like anything. I told Karuna Radhika that I wish, I could have this trip that I came for the picnic, I could have just gone and met her, but unfortunately, after I left, we came to know that she's, so serious. So I've been praying last few days, and I've just been remembering her, and the scene and that photo and that video of her making the garland for the Lord, I will never forget, and the consciousness with which, and the happiness, and like a innocent child with so much enthusiasm, she was making that garland, sometimes, and seeing that vision, I feel that we are so lost in so many external things, and we are so lost in so many uh, you know uh, material things, and even in spirituality sometimes we are just running after so many external things. But her life, by just making that simple offering of garland, she actually pleased Krishna much more than we can ever do with all our big projects, or big uh, activities, or things that we do. So I realized one thing, that I should, she taught a big lesson to me and to all of us, that how Krishna consciousness is so simple, like a innocent child, she, without any complications, she was so able to free from her attachment of all. She's a not a ordinary soul. She's such a great doctor. I mean, she's such a educated, intelligent, but all the external identification or upadhis that we have, she could so easily give it up and just focus on pure bhakti and pure simple activity of pleasing Krishna. And she has perfected her life. She's a true Vaishnavi, and I am feeling today so blessed that we were part of her, in her association. We got a chance to be in her circle of, close association, and so much love. Whatever she has given me personally, I will treasure it in my heart. And I today want to pray at her lotus feet, and I want to dedicate, my remaining part of my life to follow in her footsteps, and become more and more simple, and become more and more uncomplicated, and just focus on the real developing love for Krishna, and develop the taste for chanting the holy name with so much love that she had. I'm just begging at her lotus feet that I'm lamenting today that I could not meet her personally and give her the hug that I wanted to give in my heart. I bid farewell. I couldn't even see that her leaving, because I wanted to remember her as her smiling always face. And I want to always remember her smiling, blissful face. That's it. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to express my love for Barsana Rani Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sita
Mataji.
Very,
Mataji, one important point I forgot, if I can add, So Barsana Mataji, when Sita Mataji is talking about her innocence, when devotees started coming, when my Prabhuji went, she was telling, I don't know, Prabhuji, why so many devotees are coming, why they're giving so much importance I'm not like very active. I'm very shy, and I only know few Matajis and few Prabhujis. I don't know why they are coming. And then she's thinking about the reasons, and she's saying that maybe my Prabhuji is very close to so many devotees. He's more little active. That is why maybe it is coming. Or just because it is Srila Prabhupada's mercy that, all the devotees. And then she started speaking, I think devotees are compassion. Maybe this is what it is. They're coming and taking care of me, and they want to read for me. They want to chant for me. I think this is what the compassion means, what we read. So, not even for a moment, she was thinking that, they are all coming to see me. Maybe I am so great. I am so worthy of all this. And she was giving reasons for us. I don't know why they're coming, Prabhuji. I don't know why. What did I do that, what qualification do I have that so many devotees are coming and showering their love and compassion? I mean, that also touched me so much. How come a person, if somebody over and over people come and speak to you when they make you feel important, there is there's little pride which comes. Not even a moment. Innocently, she was giving reasons, why she's been given preference. That day also I was thinking, oh my God, what a great person she is. She's looking for the reasons, but not even she's looking about one reason or one qualification that she has that people are giving importance. She was continuously contemplating. I think these might be the reasons, because Prabhupada or maybe devotees are very merciful, how devotees are very kind. So many she's speaking to us on that day.
Amazing, Mataji. Yeah.
But
So
I would,
Sita Mataji also one
I,
point.
I would be thinking, I mean, people like somebody like me will think that why nobody has come till now. In the sense, this is such a great quality. This is only such quality can attract Krishna. Not, we have so far away to go. This is a great.
That too, like a simple child. I was when I was seeing her, the way she was speaking. Basically, Mataji has a very smiley face, and that too, when she was saying, you can see that emotions on her face with innocence, very blissfully. She's thinking, and like a small child, she's looking surprised for all the things that are happening to her and all. I was thinking, wow, what a consciousness. Had I been on that bed, I would have been thinking, why nobody's coming, or oh, see how great I am. That, really I might be some important, maybe I'm a great devotee, that is why. But Mataji is giving reasons, and I was surprised to see, what all reasons she's giving. I felt immediately, the Gajendra, when the crocodile came and caught Gajendra, was thinking, what can be the reasons for Gajendra to be in that. Exactly, I felt, when Mataji was giving reasons, maybe because of my Prabhuji, maybe devotees are there, or maybe this is Srila Prabhupada's love, and, this family of Srila Prabhupada, that, we are all loving each other, the compassion. So many reasons is giving. That that day, immediately that Gajendra pastime flashed on my mind. How Gajendra was contemplating and thinking and giving so many reasons for him to be in such situations. Wow.
Yeah, I think that Sita, that point you said is also very important. Like how simple, offering of a garland with all the love she was doing is, represents, bhakti. It doesn't have to be very complicated or, have to do big things, Madhuri. That point is well taken.
That too.
Anyone
No.
else?
One more point is she was not doing it for Krishna. She was making that garland for
Yes.
the devotee of Krishna. With so much love, she was doing it for the devotee of Krishna. That's one more, thing for us to learn, that we cannot go directly to Krishna. We have to learn to please the devotees first, So I think it's a higher principle which we need to learn.
Yeah, even when Maharaj told that, thank you, Barsana Mataji, she was telling, thank you, Maharaj, that you have sent Radhesham Prabhu as representative of you. Now we feel that we are cared and loved, and I can feel your grace and love upon me through him. And wow.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji,
Anyone else?
for me, she was looking like a child, when she was speaking, or with the consciousness, there was absolutely no dupliciousness. Very innocent, childlike innocent. Maybe that is what, our Acharya said, we should have a heart like a child, innocently speaking, and that attracts Krishna. Exactly, I felt like that. whether it is excited to make malas or speak about that, when I can't explain in English, but in Telugu, if I can express, she's taking the photo, na Subhadra, and she was kissing that, and she was telling, oh, my Subhadra came, Telugu, you can express it very nicely in the native language. I mean, it looked as if she's like a small child, a small child got some gift or a toy. She was holding, she was caressing that. Oh my, I can't describe all those things. Seriously.
Divya Leela Mataji would like to speak.
Yes,
Mataji?
Mataji. Hare
Please
Krishna.
request everyone to please, raise your hands, no, so I'll know how many are there because time is, running out. So please hit the reactions icon and hit the raise hand, so I'll know how many want to speak. Yes, Mataji, Divya Mataji, thank you so much for joining, Mataji.
माताजी को तो बहुत साल से मैं जानती थी. हमारा बातचीत उतना ही रहता था, हरे कृष्णा, हाउ आर यू माताजी, दैट्स ऑल. एवरी संडे मिलते थे, फिर उनके क्लास में, मैं मेरे क्लास में. जब भी अगर टाइम भी मिला तो कभी उनके फेस में कभी भी स्माइल ही रहता था, कभी ऐसा गुस्सा नहीं दिखा कि किसी के प्रति द्वेष, कुछ भी नहीं, कभी किसी के प्रति कुछ गलत बात करना कभी नहीं. डिवोटी ये डिवोटी ऐसा, वो कभी कुछ भी नहीं, कभी मैंने सुना नहीं उनके मुंह से आज तक. जब भी बस हरे कृष्णा माताजी, हाउ आर यू, बस इतना ही सुना. यात्रा में भी बहुत साल साथ में हम लोग मिलते थे, करते थे. तो उनका इतना सिंपल थे माताजी. कभी भी ऐसा, डॉक्टर थे वो तो मुझे बहुत बाद में पता चला, इतने बड़े डॉक्टर थे वो, उनकी प्रैक्टिस भी चलती थी, वो तो हमको पता ही नहीं था. एक दिन जब हमने एक सत्संग में गए थे, मुझे थोड़ा पेट में दर्द होना शुरू हुआ, तो माताजी ने एकदम दवा लिखी थी, तब मुझे पता चला कि माताजी डॉक्टर है. वो तब तक मुझे पता भी नहीं था कि माताजी डॉक्टर है. और अभी जो माताजी का जो देहांत हुआ है, मानना पड़ेगा, इट्स अ ग्लोरियस डेथ. ऐसा तो मैंने कभी नहीं देखा कि हम इतने साल से कृष्णा कॉन्शियस में, फिर भी मैं ये नहीं सोच सकती कि माता जी को जैसे कृष्णा 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 का इतना था कि हमें भी उतना रह पाएगा पता नहीं. जैसे बोलते थे ना, ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर कृष्णा, नेवर फॉरगेट कृष्णा, एवर रिमेम्बर कृष्णा. तो वो माता जी ने दिखाया. माता जी को देख के लगा कि माता जी सही में कृष्णा को ही याद कर रहे थे. जब मैं मिलने गई थी तब माता जी ने कहा, जो होगा देखा जाएगा, कृष्णा विल टेक केयर, व्हाई टू वरी. मेरे को बोल रहे वो, कृष्णा विल टेक केयर. और वो तभी शिवराम प्रभु आए थे चौपाटी से, तो उनके लिए माला बनाई माता जी ने, बेड पे रहते हुए. अगर कोई दूसरा आदमी रहा तो मुझे ये दर्द है, वो दर्द है, मैं चले जाऊंगी, रोना धोना शुरू. कभी उनके फेस पे फियर दिखाई नहीं मुझे. मैं जब भी मिली हूँ माता से, कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा. माता जी उल्टे खुश थे कि मुझे तो कम से कम पता है मैं जा रही हूँ तो मैं कृष्णा के लिए कुछ कर पाऊंगी बोल के. तो मुझे ये सीख मिलती है कि माता जी का अगर जो कॉन्शियसनेस था वो इतना अच्छा था, वैसा कॉन्शियसनेस हमारे में भी आना चाहिए कि हम मरे तो हमको सिर्फ कृष्णा 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 ही याद रहे. और देखो ये भगवान का ही अरेंजमेंट है ना, उनके इतने लोग मिलने आते थे, इतने डिवोटीज उनके लिए प्रेयर करे, संडे भी उनके लिए इतना कीर्तन किया आप लोगों ने सबने मिलके. और जब माता जी को मैंने लास्ट मोमेंट पे भी देखा, उनके होठ पे भगवान का ही नाम था. और जब मैं हॉस्पिटल में मिलने गई तब भी माता जी कृष्ण कथा, कृष्ण भजन सुन रहे थे और वो प्रभु जी को बता रहे थे. प्रभु जी नेक्स्ट उनके पास रेडी रहता था, कौन सा कीर्तन नेक्स्ट करना है. माता जी दिमाग में सोच के रखते थे कि प्रभु जी आप नेक्स्ट आप ये गाइए, इसका ये धुन में गाइए. और कोई भी माता जी जाते थे तो उनको बोलते थे मुझे ये कृष्ण कथा बोलिए, ये कृष्ण कथा करिए. और मैंने जब देखा कि उनके जो रिलेटिव्स थे वो जो बात कर रहे थे तो उनको बोले, మీరు అందరు బయట వెళ్ళండి, ఇక్కడ కృష్ణ కథ జరుగుతుంది, ఇక్కడ వినాలి कृष्ण कथा, మీకు మాట్లాడాలంటే మీరు అందరు బయట వెళ్ళండి. ऐसा सबको बोल दिया उन्होंने कि आप लोग सब बाहर चले जाइए, मुझे कृष्ण कथा सुनिए, आप भी बैठ के कृष्ण कथा सुनिए. तो ये जो इतने उनको जो अंदर पेन होगा, वीकेंड उन्होंने फेस पे तो नहीं दिखाया मगर पेन तो होगा ही उनको. फिर भी ऐसे वक्त में वो जो भगवान को याद रखा, बहुत बड़ी बात है. और जो उनका जो निधन हुआ है और जो उन्होंने उतना अपना लास्ट दिन जो अगला निकाला है, 10 दिन जैसे निकाला है, वो तो मानना पड़ेगा. हमें बहुत सीखना है उनसे कि हमारी भी ऐसी मौत हो. बस मैं तो उतना ही कहना चाहती हूँ कि माता जी बहुत सिंपल थे, हाई थिंकिंग था उनका, और बहुत ही सिंपल और बहुत अच्छे थे. हमें उससे बहुत सीखना मिलता है. अभी ये जब उन्होंने उनका देहांत देख के हमको भी ऐसा लगे कि हाँ, जो माता जी ने एक वैष्णवी का जो होना चाहिए, एक जैसा लास्ट मोमेंट उनका जो लास्ट रहना चाहिए, बरोबर पूरा वो माता जी में था और उन्होंने वैसा ही दिन गुजारा। हमको तो ये भी नहीं पता कि हमारा मौत कब आएगा, इसलिए बोलते हैं, महाराज बोलते हैं कि जब भी हम करें चैंटिंग तो ये हमें सोचना चाहिए कि मैं नेक्स्ट मोमेंट मरने, दिस इज माय लास्ट टर्म, वो सोच के हमें चैंटिंग करनी चाहिए, तब जाके ऐसा कॉन्शियसनेस आएगा हमारा। तो आई वांट टू से दिस मच ओनली माता। हरे कृष्णा।
Thank you, Devi Mataji. Alekhya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So I just want,
if you can please, if it's at all possible, please turn your videos on. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
I just want to share some small moment which I had with Mataji. I really don't know. I really don't have any personal interaction with Mataji, but I just remember one small word which is said by Mataji. So first time I attended some program in ISKCON is last year, Jan 1st. There is something program going on in ISKCON. So me and along with my friend, I came there, and when the moment I entered, I heard like first time I heard some speech of a devotee, Barsana Rani Mataji. She is saying that one statement really touched my heart. Like she said, if you want to be in Krishna consciousness and if you want to enjoy material enjoyment, it is like you are traveling in two boats with like one leg in one boat and one leg in other boat. Like it is traveling in two boats at the same time. Like I really like that statement which is given by Mataji. And after some time we saw that devotees are dancing. Like it's first time I came to ISKCON and I felt like it's so different. Like we don't know like what to do. We thought to join, or we are just simply looking at devotees and we are smiling at each other like are we supposed to join or we should stand there? Like we are the new ones there. So at that time, Mataji is the one who came to us, who saw us, and she came to us, and with very smiling face, she invited us like to join them. And like that is the moment which I remember about Barsana Rani Mataji. But this moment really touched my heart, and her smile, like I can still remember that whole scene. I felt really bad when I saw that Mataji passed away. But I'm really happy that she went back home to Godhead. This is a small instant which I remember about Barsana Rani Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Alekhya Mataji. We'll call Sarita Mataji. She has to leave, I believe. Sarita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, Mataji, I'm audible, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Mataji, first of all, I want to thank you, Mataji, Karuna Radhika Mataji, for this Sakhi Sanga, Sita Mataji, and everyone. Only because of all your mercy, we are able to meet so many like senior most Vaishnavis, and because of only your mercy, we are able to associate with them. And Barsana Mataji, I don't know her personally so much, but whenever we had a house program in my place, both the times she attended the program and she used to hug me, though I don't know her. And then later on, I started meeting her in the big programs in festivals in Abbot's Temple. And she used to call me, and whenever there was a big queue in the prasadam line, she used to call me. She used to be always first, and she used to call me, come, join me. And she used to always take me for the prasadam, and we used to both sit together and have prasadam. And same thing was in Vrindavan also. I had so much loving time and loving memories with her. And when these last days were going on, I was feeling some ache in my heart that no, I should go and meet her. Then one side of my heart was saying that, oh, I don't know her so much personally. I don't have time also. Should I go or no? But I don't know how Krishna made arrangements, and I went and I had her darshan, and everything was amazing that day. It was I had the fortune to take the association of Shivram Prabhuji also. I listened to him every day, and that day Varsana Mataji was saying that I don't know why Krishna is highlighting me at this time of my this time. So that words are like still in my ears, that I don't know why Krishna is highlighting me now. what are his plans, I don't know. Then I sang that Meethe Ras Se Bharodi for her, and she was gazing into my eyes like anything. Then she said that I wanted to sing with you, but my tongue was not moving. She said that Meethe Ras Se Bharodi. And that time I could feel that she is really in the lotus feet of Radharani. She's really there. She was imagining everything about Radharani. So everything, whatever time we spent with her was like just unforgettable. And thank you, dear Matajis, for everything that we are coming to know in Sakhi Sanga. This is like should always go on, Mataji. We should have like uh, this preparation of death and all that. These are all exemplary things which we can learn only in the association. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarita Mataji. Yeah, I mean, one more thing is, staying in association to me, I felt is so important. I was very grateful that, we have this vibrant devotee community now in Hyderabad, and it gave me so much hope. And, if I was thinking, again, it's about us, but, if I were to pass, at least I have little hope that somebody will come and sing Kirtan for me. So this association has been so important. I realize, sometimes we take it easy that, chal raha hai life, why do I need to meet people, this and that. But really, I mean, devotee association, nothing more like that. Thank you all again for, being part of Sakhi Sangha and coming today.
Karunaradhika, we have to just put one message on Sakhi Sangha and everyone will come.
I'm dying, please come.
Yeah, we
I
have
feel like
to
that.
just write one message. Yeah.
I know,
Karunaradhika, Namrata is there from a long time.
Yes.
Actually, she just put her hand up.
Yes,
from
Namrata Mataji. Yeah, sorry. Sarita Mataji had to leave, so I had to call her. Sorry, Namrata Mataji. Please go ahead. You're on mute, Mataji. Namrata Mataji.
Hare Krishna, am I audible, Mataji?
Yes,
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, sorry, Mataji, I had to join little late. I missed out, but I'll hear it over the recording. So actually, there's so much I don't know. But whatever experiences I had with her, it was through Girls' Voice. And thankfully, through Radhesham Prabhu and Mulli Gopinath Prabhu, I could meet Barsana Mataji. And I still remember my first meeting that we had about Girls' Voice. I met Barsana Mataji Metro. I just saw some devotee standing in metro and I ran towards her and I saw, oh, Mataji is here. I didn't know her personally much, but we used to sit in the same Bhakti Shastri class and she would answer all the questions. And we both were the ones who would ask the maximum doubts and answer questions. So I really had a lot of appreciation for her. And that day I met her in metro and we had a good 1 hour, almost half an hour to 40 minutes talk in the metro. That was the first time I came to know about her personal life. And like Mataji was saying, Anuradha Mataji, she has a childlike innocence. She really had a childlike innocence. And she would be so excited to narrate everything. My son is a devotee in US and how so interestingly she would tell me, so excitingly she narrated everything. And then through Girls' Voice, I had a lot of association. She always was so appreciative. I always felt she was like my mother, like so much motherly affection she showered, and especially the hug, the way she hugged, I really felt like a mother. She had like I was completely under her shelter, and so much humility. Actually, recently we had a special session by her for my Girls' Voice online, and you would not believe actually she was so humble. Usually, as whenever we give lecture, anyone gives lecture, we don't try to disclose from where we got the entire data and all these things. Many people, but she was so innocent. She was like, this is a lecture from Maharaj and I'm exactly repeating what I said. So I mean, no glories to me. So she had made points, and like a student who goes for elocution competition or something, very cutely she took the class very nicely like a small child. And then when questions were given, asked by students, that was like, I was truly amazed. She actually didn't answer. She answered, but she was like, Namrata, you answer. I was surprised. She is so senior and she already has so much of knowledge. In fact, last Bhakti Shastri exam, she topped. I had seen the mark sheet. She got more than 99, 98% or something. Well, she has so much of knowledge, and look at her humility. No, they are your student. Namrata, you should answer. So I was like surprised, ma'am. I was like, Mataji, please, they have questions for you. You should answer. I can anytime answer them. So that was so much of humility from her. And I would keep calling her sometimes to invite her for some program, and she would like narrate everything. She had backache issues and how she was going for physiotherapy and everything. Like I didn't have to ask much. She would be like a small child, she would narrate everything. Even now, when I visited the hospital, I was really nervous. I didn't knew what to do, because it was difficult for me also to digest this. But as soon as I just went and I hugged her tightly, and we both started crying. And then she was like narrating everything, how this came upon. And then I was like, Mataji, I really wished you came for, we had a New Year program for girls boys, but we cancelled. But I really wished you were there and you had given a lecture. So I really want to serve, Namrata, but what can I do? Krishna is calling me, so I have to go. There's no other way. Like, I'm happy if Krishna wants me to serve there, I'm happy to serve there. And then she was like, 18th also I had to give some lecture, but what can I do? Like, somehow Krishna has arranged these things. So what a positive attitude she had. She took everything so positively. And then, I wanted to serve her in some way. So I started doing a kirtan. And because there were a lot of visitors, they actually, stopped me in between. So I could not even complete the Maha Mantra. Ki, please, if you all leave, then other people can come. And she was like, no, Namrata, you please complete and go. And then she was like, you actually transported me to Goloka. I'm feeling so nice. Thank you so much for the kirtan and everything. Like, I got the Brajraj and Narsimha Pavitra. So she was so happy and so grateful. But at that stage, when you are lying in the bed and there's so much of pain you are undergoing, in spite of that, the kind of mood and consciousness she had is like really exemplary. So, and even now when students ask me, Mataji, what's the guarantee? If we become devotee, we'll have a next very good birth, or where was the guarantee we will go to Golok? I tell you, please see this video of Barsana Rani Mataji. She had an exemplary way of living, and that is why she has an exemplary death. So she's an example that all of us Vaishnavas can actually show people. This is what happens to a pure Vaishnava. This is what happens to a devotee. And this will only increase our faith in our Krishna consciousness, that whatever practice we had done throughout the life, that is going to work. And this Krishna has actually, proved through her passing away, such a glorious passing away. And as everyone has already expressed and said, I really I echo the sentiments of Karna Radhika Mataji. I also felt, it's really good that we are surrounded by devotees. And I really hope when I die, I have people around me singing kirtans for me, because my voice might be choked up. I may not be able to chant, but I need devotees around me. And I really wish I could have this kind of death. That's it, Mataji. Thank you so much.
I also echo with Namrata Mataji, because Krishna planned. See, as long as we're alive, when we're in this body and active in this body, we can plan so many things. But at the time of death, if you have seen Barsana Mataji's arrangement, entire thing when she was about to die, or the period of the time which was still in the body and she was about to live, everything, I think it was planned by Krishna only, because nobody else can plan this. I think she didn't even have a 0.00000 infinite one also percentage of her doing anything or her arranging for herself. Everything Krishna arranged, devotees coming, whether it is his Mahaprasad or whatever things have to be arranged for her, I think it was arranged by Krishna. So I was thinking, yes, definitely she had Krishna's mercy and Guru's mercy and all the senior Vaishnavas' mercy. Because who else will plan Mataji? The day she was passing, almost 150 people were there in her house. That though
That's
she
what I was
cannot,
telling.
that she cannot
How did
arrange.
you know that? Yeah, same day only she would leave a body. Who knew? It could be later, but such a perfect timing. Everything was so perfectly planned.
You know
Seriously,
what? My Prabhuji was telling we usually have Sundays evening, we have our satsang, and usually 150 people come. And then the Mataji just came back from hospice, and her Prabhuji called and we went to see her. Then I don't know, my Prabhuji was telling it was some Paramatma's instruction for me that I just shifted satsang from our place to her place. That's it. And her son said yes. Prabhuji said yes. In fact, Barsana Mataji, she said, Mataji, today we will have satsang at your house. She was raising her left hand and she was telling Hari Bol. So I was thinking, yes, that's only when you are dying, I think Krishna takes over everything, all the arrangements which is necessary for us to get delivered.
Me too, Mataji. When I got the message, I had some people coming, like in the next half an hour, I had a lot of relatives coming, but somehow, in my heart, I thought, I should see her. So I just, picked up my phone and left the home. So I don't know, something from inside, drove me to her house that day. And I was also so fortunate to be there at the right time. So yes, Mataji, it's all, nothing, it's all divine interventions. Sakhi Seva Mataji. Sakhi Seva Mataji, can you please unmute and say
Hare
Mataji?
Krishna Mataji. My obeisances to each and everyone present over here. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Her Grace Barsana Rani Mataji. And I know Mataji more than a decade, but since past 8-9 years, our interactions with her is more when we did regular services together, Bhakti Briksa together, and Sastric studies together. Time spent with her is so huge and her demise is so sudden and quick that to remind only some out of so many beautiful qualities already all of you have described during her last days under her qualities is not very sufficient. But I will just recollect, if many of you don't know, like her temple interactions and things. One of her qualities, I like what very prominent we have all noticed, is she was very punctual and regular to her services. Her service attitude is too high. Never ever she missed a single service until it is so very urgent, and always she will be always on time. Not even a 5 minutes or 10 minutes late. She will always be on time. And also she will for her there is no bar in services, no bar, whether it is big or small, there is no bar in for her in services. But like during we did vegetable cutting for in Sunday feast, in Sunday classes, Sundays during so for more than 2 years we did regular Sunday temple vegetable cutting service. And during vegetable cutting for Sunday feast, she used to sit on the chair because of her backache and all the problems, and put a cutting board on her lap. And then she cut vegetables for long hours. Like she felt like that. Even those days when big vessels, like we have before, more than like 2008-9, we used to clean vessels, big vessels by devotees only. So in those days also, she used to clean the big pots, like big vessels where the rice being cooked. She used to do that. And like now she will hold she will sit on the chair. She'll sit on the chair, hold the like that brush, that scrubber, and extend her hands up to till it reach to what extent the vessel she can reach. She will do that. We'll tell Mataji, you can do other service. She will say, no, I will do this only. And there is no bar for her. She'll do all hectic services during festivals also. She will do all queue management services. There is a huge crowd will continuously come, and she will choose this particular service for queue management, and she will do continually from morning to evening. So this is her like service attitude to Srila Prabhupada. And that is for long hours holding she used to do. And also this her desire to, like, recently, I will not go like long. And this her desire to follow etiquette is also a very like high, is simple, very nice. Like my interaction with her is that once She's easily recognized. All of you must have noticed in the temple, she will always put a shawl or scarf around her body. She'll be, and always she'll put socks, pair of socks, even in hot summer. Once I told her, Mataji, it is too hot. Why are you like now putting this shawl? Please remove it for some time. Then she told that no, I cannot manage the pallu the way it should be in temple. So I put like this always. I will not like it is not good. So it's like some of some things I noticed very high, and her strong sadhana. Everybody of us know how she like is right there for japa session, and for Bhagavatam every Sunday she used to be in the Guru Puja and Bhagavatam class. Definitely for sure she will be there. And recently my interaction with her is probably that was the last day for her in the temple, and for the whole physical presence for her in the temple and book distribution, Nagar Sankirtan, that was the last day. Probably we did book distribution on the first Sunday of this book marathon, previous December month. And that day I issued some books, Bhagavad Gita books for book distribution, and she accompanied me. And I thought that she told that I will not distribute books today. I will just assist you in carrying the books. I told her, no, Mataji, it is too huge. The bag is very heavy, almost containing 5 to 10 Bhagavad Gitas in English and so many books. She told that, no, I will carry. Then somehow or other, with a girls boys group, I think some of the Matajis, they are going in their car. We went, and throughout whole book distribution, like she was carrying that bag, like heavy bag. Some or other, I told Mataji, please don't carry that, please give me. She told, no, probably I may not come for second next Sunday. I have some service, some other work to do, so may not I will come next Sunday. So please give me, you distribute. I let her, okay, then she carried. But actually she carried and she distributed also. Both she did. Actually, I approached many, but not a single book went. But when she was like, no, she was so nice in her approach to the people, and her like, no, talk to everyone. Like actually, she distributed books and she carried the books. Both she did. So these are some of the like things I wanted to share. And I met almost twice. I got the opportunity being she was in my Gaur Bhakti Briksha. I got uh, twice to meet her. Once in the hospital before her surgery, and once in the hospice. In the hospital, she told that I have so much of free time to chant, but I'm not able to do that. And as soon as I actually, before that, when I like opened the door and meet her, the first thing she asked, Sakhi Sanga, are you doing japa at 5:30? And what I should say, I was not as punctual as she is now. So I was speechless. And she told, are you doing japa at 5:30? So this is the thing she wanted to know. Then again, she told that I am lots of free time to do the japa, but I have lot of free time, but I am not able to chant. And these things she told, and this shows her so much of sincere in sadhana, strong sadhana, and all these things told. And on the she actually, we went to see her, and she was asking, she was like so caring for others also. She was asking me, well, like, nah, I spent a quite good time with her that day. And she told that like, please leave. Actually, your daughter must be alone. So she was caring for others also. So we like, it was so amazing her, amazing to know all her like thinking and everything, how she feel for others and everything. And so much, like this, like so many other things, are so many instances. Actually, it's so sudden and quick that I am like, I don't able to recollect. Like there is so much to tell, but I am not able to tell that now, Mataji. Please forgive me. And all glories to Barsana Rani Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sakhi Seva Mataji, for sharing those things, which we all don't know. So it's so nice, such wonderful memories you have of Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Bharti Mataji, do you want to go?
Hare Krishna
Bharti
Mataji.
Mataji?
Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Bol. First thing, please accept my humble obeisances to all the Matajis joined here. Such a glorious thing, what happened and what I witnessed and what we are doing now. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to Maharaj. I don't know much about her. I used to see in the yatras, and then the next thing that I know more about her through is through Sakhi Sanga. So I'm very, very, very thankful for this, for this thought that came in Karuna Radhika Mataji's mind and Sita Mataji's mind, and all this group, which made everyone to connect, especially this Mataji. She was there in every festival, every sangha, physical sangha, in every program that we used to do, even in the Kartika month. Damodar Aarti we used to do. That time also she was participating, and initially I used to join the japa sessions, and as Sita Mataji was telling, she was the first one to do the japa, and so sweetly, very clearly, punctually she used to join, and very, very, very the first person to say, okay, I'll start, and she used to lead that japa session. And then we used to have some Bhagavatam class there also. She used to, but yeah, more I know her is like only from the festivals thing. And then when I got to know, I went with Tamrata Mataji, and I don't know, some kind of emotions started, and I was like, kind of crying. But then she's so happy, so ready, like, I'm set, all set to go. So that conscious, like, really made me, I'm still meditating on that, and I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still sharing with a couple of my friends that it's very, very tough, especially for a lady. We are very, very, very emotional, and as Mataji was Anuradha Mataji was telling, I mean, it is making me even more surprised that she's like, all set to go. And when she was talking to Maharaj, she was not asking, like, give me your blessings or anything. In fact, she started with, like, thanking Maharaj for this wonderful Krishna consciousness. That is one thing. And then she was also thanking Maharaj for everything, and Srila Prabhupada, whatever the service that she has done, she's been doing, she was thanking. And the next thing I got to know that she was making a garland in that situation. I don't know, it's going to be a very tough for a person like me to even think about it, because if I'm little sick, no, I expect everyone to be around me, and then I'll be crying, and I'll be like, I won't do anything. But then Mataji, knowing that she would be leaving, her conscience was so high, so high. Very nicely she has set an example, and I'm hearing from you all, all our sevas and everything, that is making me think that what Srila Prabhupada and what Maharaj has mentioned, he's mentioning in their books and lectures, will come true. And this is another what do you call, this is an example where we can see witness it. And when she was leaving her body, we were in the car, and I could see, of course, she was not maybe conscious, but then imagine, like, 100 plus, 150 plus people praying for her and showing Maharaj, showing Prabhupada, showing Radha Madan Mohan photos, and and when she's taking her last breath, it's something that I think in a 1 in crore will get this kind of a glorious death. And I'm so thankful to Leelanand Prabhu and Anuradha Mataji and their group for having this thought of sharing this live for people like us who couldn't reach, but then we were able to see, we were able to witness how glorious this death can be, and how Mataji and Mataji's family allowed all of us. It's really nice. And I want the Sakhi Sangha to, at least for such kind of a things, we do meet for many happy moments, but even for these kind of a things also, I mean, this is also actually one of the happy moment. For such kind of a thing also, we can pray each other, and be with with everyone in such kind of a things. So thank you, and let's continue this Sakhi Sangha even more more lively than just in a weekly wise. Yeah, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, with all your blessings, we will all be together.
And if anything happens, you'll be with me, right? You'll come. You'll come with everyone.
Absolutely, Mataji, all of us.
No, I was thinking, when I die, at least these 50 people who are there in the call, they will be there. So
yes.
people are sure that they will come.
Anu Mataji, yeah. I'm sorry, but you will not even be able to accommodate the number of people that will come for you.
It's okay, man.
No, it's
Haribol,
I'm laughing,
we
but
were just talking about how she had the consciousness that nobody should come. we should be praying that somehow we should not have this desire, but then yes, we should accept we are not up to her level.
No,
we
are
really want
But
all
Maji,
the
we are there, I think none of us are thinking that should not come. We are thinking that it
We
should
want
come, and
everyone to
those
come.
people should
Yes.
come, all devotees should come.
Mataji,
We are
Mataji, I'm saying, when something happens, I want all of you to be there. I will be crying, but you all will be chanting, you all will be reading Bhagavatam and also. That is all I want. You will be reminding me, get out of this pain.
You will
Don't
still
worry
see
about
my
this
icon.
But Anu Mataji, seriously, hats off to the entire satsang group. Actually, you have set a very high standard for everyone, and I was just appreciating today how like a family you had been there. The entire group had been there throughout the hospital visit, and every moment you all were there. Is such a wonderful. I mean, this is how devotees should actually support each other. You have set a very high standard, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, agree. Totally agree, Mataji.
Mataji, Murli Gopinath Prabhu is the one who has given us this seva, and we should really thank him. Whole day. In fact, I think it was only for 2 days. From 15 days, he's been continuously coming to take care of it. He has given us the service, and
we should also acknowledge His Grace Radhesham Prabhu. I believe it was his instructions that Murli Gopinath Prabhu should be by their side. So even not being there in the country, he's looking after us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Bhakti Mataji. Sakhi Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandat Pranam. Am I audible, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Yeah. My Dandat Pranams to everyone, and my Dandat Pranam to Her Grace Barsana Rani Devi. So for me, when I came to Hyderabad temple, and after kids were born. So when they were very small, these issues would always be there, like, kids having vomitings, motions and all. So somebody said me that, that time Bhavani Mataji is a pediatrician, so you can contact her and, connect to her. So fortunately, Mataji would have a clinic here in Tarnak at that time. So then when I once met Mataji in the temple, she said, you can always come to my clinic at Tarnaka. So then I started going for everything, like even for vaccinations and all. I would go to Mataji, and like every time I would call because Mataji would not be there every day. So then I would call Mataji, are you coming to Tarnaka today? So she would tell me, no, I work, I am in Madhapur clinic only. So I'll tell you when I'm coming, you can come that time. So it was just because of this that we both got connected. And the first time I went to her clinic, like I can say, like as Anuradha Mataji says, that, that child-like, mentality and very innocent. From that day itself, like Mataji never showed herself as a doctor. She never showed me. And, she was like, I said, I came from Chopati temple. She said, yes, like, I also went to Chopati temple, and my son insisted me a lot that I go first to Chopati temple only and meet Maharaj and see Maharaj and meet all the devotees there, get connected and all. And Mataji always would say one thing, which I still remember. Mataji would say that you came into Krishna consciousness at such a young age, and we came so late. In our 50s, we have come to Krishna consciousness, what we will do. This would be always a statement whenever she would meet. What services we'll do, what parikrama we'll do. You all have come at such a perfect age and you all are doing so much. You all can do so many services and all. But now when I see Mataji, she has actually perfected at that age. Means I feel age does not matter at all when you come into Krishna consciousness, whatever age it may be. Like how you did your Krishna consciousness, even if it is a little span of time or whatever, how many years it is, but she really perfected, and a consciousness was so perfect. Like myself and Sheena's going Prabhuji, every day we would talk and I would call up and ask Sheena's going Prabhuji, how is Mataji, how is Mataji? And like Sheena's going Prabhu would always be like, my God, we are not consoling Mataji, but Mataji is only teaching us. So like one time when he went to every day he would go to the hospital. So one time he went to this hospice. So then Mataji was signing checks. And she was like, oh, Sheena's going, Prabhu, come inside, come inside. And he was like, she's not at all in that mood that she has some, illness or some this terminal illness where anything can happen at any time. So she was really so perfectly in that stage of consciousness, Krishna consciousness actually. And even when when Maharaj spoke that day also, when I actually fortunately I got that opportunity to be there. So after Maharaj spoke also, first thing Sheena's going, Prabhuji asked her that how are you feeling now, Mataji? And so innocently she said, it's like, I went to some other planet and then now I came back again in this planet. So she immediately she asked, you all also felt like that only, na? So we said, yes, Mataji, we also. I mean, she never took that credit, as Anuradha Priya Mataji is saying. She never took that credit, Maharaj spoke to me. She immediately said, you all also felt the same thing, na? So we said, yes, Mataji, we also felt. And then she was like, somebody must have said about me to Maharaj. Otherwise, why Maharaj will know me? And, Maharaj was saying so many things. But, Maharaj also means I know what I am. And, someone must have said about me something. So Maharaj is saying so much. Otherwise, Maharaj is so big, and we are so small. And what we have done that Maharaj will speak so much. So she was very innocent and she never took any credits. That is very true. And like Brajmohan Prabhuji was there, so immediately Brajmohan Prabhuji was sharing pastimes, that Maharaj knows each and every disciple, and Maharaj really knows you, and that's why, Maharaj called and spoke to you. So then she was saying, Acha, okay, like that. She never was, like, Maharaj spoke to me or I got that opportunity. She did not even show a little also. And when Brajmohan Prabhuji, he gave Gopinath's shawl, so she was very happy. But after the Gopinath shawl, he gave Maharaj's chadar. And she caught it on her head and and that time, she had like tears in eyes. So that loving affection for Guru was seen. Otherwise, we were talking and we were not at all a tear or not at all that feeling, I'm suffering or I'm in this stage, nothing. But when she caught Maharaj's chadar, she became so emotional. And, she caught it and she was saying, like a child, click one photo and show me. Click one photo and send it to me on my phone. I want to see that. And even after Maharaj spoke, she was like, send me that recording. I want that recording. And we were like, Mataji, now you just hear this one recording. That is enough for you. And she was very innocent, Mataji, and very simple, very simple. And even when you meet her in the temple or in the clinic, she was the same. Like, we are something different in the temple. For me, I can say something different at my office place and something different in the temple. But she was same all over. Wherever you meet her, she will be the same person. That was a beauty which actually reflected on her face. And, she would always look so effulgent. That effulgence would always be there on her face. And whenever we would have some celebration at our house for Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra, she would be the first one. Mataji and Prabhuji would be the first guest who would come to our house. They would come very in the starting, like, Sakhi Sanga Mataji said that, she would be very punctual. So whatever time we would give her, she would come and sit at that time and we would be like, Mataji, we are not ready. Everything is not ready. Sorry, Mataji. And we would be running here and there. She would say, no problem, no problem. We'll just sit and chant. And the last time when she came to our house, she had to go to somewhere. Some program was there in a relative's house, but still she came. Like from Madhapur to Ramnagar, every time she would come. And that day also she had to go to somewhere, but still she came. And nothing was ready. Prasadam was being cooked and everything was heavy. But still she said, no, no, no. We just came to take the darshan of the deities. And they took the darshan. She had some fruits and then she left. But she would surely come if she is welcomed. Anywhere she has to, means if we give her just one phone call and she will surely be there. That was a simplicity. And she would never, like, I was always amazed, that I never felt her as a doctor, but I always felt her as a mother. She always gave that motherly affection to me. So I'll really miss her in that way a lot. And whenever in the temple, wherever you'll meet, she will surely speak to you. That was one very beautiful quality. She'll never just go sideways or something, but she'll speak to you and then she'll leave. So that was a beauty actually, and very wonderful, so exemplary. We would always feel that, Mataji is such a great example for all of us, a live example. Like even like all the brahmacharis, wherever they are going, they are also speaking, taking Mataji's, example, that Mataji's consciousness was perfect. So she has actually set a beautiful example for all to, speak in their classes also. So that is the best thing. And when, when Maharaj said that, I'm so proud of you, I belong to you. When I heard that, like I said, Mataji, you got this certificate. You got this certificate from Maharaj and your life is blessed, Mataji. Nothing more. Please pray that someday we can also please our Guru Maharaj. This was my last words. When I was about to leave, I said, Mataji, please pray that, we can also please our Guru Maharaj in some insignificant way. So that's really wonderful. She taught us a lot from her lifetime. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Sakhi Radhika, so much to learn, from what you said. Thank you very much. Want to call upon Lalita Devi Mataji. She's a very good
Hare
friend of.
Krishna Mataji. Actually, I want to add one thing, Mataji, on like Sakhi Radhika told. She's never ever like she posed herself as a doctor or something like that. Or she used to do so much of menial service in those days when the plate cleaning arrangements were not made in the temple. The devotees used to clean the plates of non-devotees also. Sunday feast, 19 years back. At that time, the sink used to full with all kulla water because of the clogging of this curry leaves and some other things and coughing water. It used to be full actually. So when once in Sunday feast, when I I also went and washed my hands and as usual I went back. I saw that is like full and didn't do anything. But after some time, I thought I felt that I left my bag in that area, and I when took that bag, I saw this Mataji. She is removing those curry leaves and all the weights in her bare hand, no gloves also at all. See, and I told her, Mataji, what you are doing? Don't do. Maybe housekeeping, Matajis, they will clean or something like that. Then she told, no, 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 no. Like other people's will again, it will full and so she's so humble, so much. She never posed herself. She's the same person, and that kind of humility she was having. Thank you, Sakhi Radhika, for reminding me some of the. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sakhi Mataji. Lalita Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Whatever time is there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, actually that time is not enough for me to tell about.
Yes,
I
Mataji.
can, Mataji, you can hear me now?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Yes, because in 2009, we both started coming to the temple first time, Mataji. In 1 week gap only, we both came to the temple, and we joined in here in Madan Mohan temple for classes and all. And that time in foundation class, all were very young children were there, like Prem Kirtan Prabhu's daughters and Jagdish Prabhu's daughters and all. So we both talked, and we said that here all are so young girls and we are only here old people, no, that we are attending the classes and all. So I said for the spiritual this thing and all, no, that there is no old, and because now only we came into this Krishna conscious, no, what can we do? So like that, Mataji, from 2010 to 2022, we both were very close, like sisters only. We used to share our personal things with each other, but we never used to talk with others, Mataji, other devotees, or even for about our children also, we never used to talk, Mataji, unnecessarily talks and everything. And every 2-3 days we used to talk in phone also, what is going on, what you are doing, what I am doing. And that time, Mataji, last year I used to take Kunti Maharani's teachings for my mentees. So I used to share with her some points. So she used to say that why Lalita Mataji, Kunti Devi used to say like that, you give me more trouble, so that I can pray you. Why she said like that? So in trouble only, that time only we will pray to Krishna and we will remember Krishna, no? So like this, we always used to talk about scriptures and all only, Mataji. So wherever we go, we used to go, and even for Sakhi Sanga festivals also, we used to go together, and and like that, Mataji, we was very, very close, Mataji. Every day we used to talk in phones, and Sunday we used to meet, and together we used to sit together. We used to go for prasadam and all. So like that, Mataji, one bondage came in between us, Mataji. So that is, if you can say that we were just like sisters only. She is my elder sister only, I used to tell her. So like that, when she got this problem, in that time also, she told me that I have some problem in my stomach. This is my stomach is bloating and something is happening like this, like that. But I never think that it will happen like this, Mataji. When she hospitalized, when we went there, and that time also I asked her what happened, why this operation and everything. That day when we went for picnic, no, Mataji, so that day only she admitted in hospital. So I told her morning only while standing for bus there in Kukatpalli, Mataji, you are going to join in hospital, no? So I am also not going for picnic. I will come to the hospital only. She said, no, you go for picnic. Evening you come there. But evening, no, Mataji, it was very late. So after that, we went to the hospital, and she asked me first, how was the picnic? Are you enjoyed there or not? So she asked about the picnic and everything. And then she said about the operation and surgery and everything, why these things happen. After surgery, I will come home, Lalita Mataji, no problem, nothing will happen. And she is always in consciousness, Mataji. That is very big boon for her actually. When Maharaj also talked with her, that time also she was in full consciousness only. She nicely she talked with the Maharaj and all. So all these things, if we see, no, Mataji, yes, she is really a very great Vaishnavi Mataji. And I'm sure she directly went to Golok Dham only. And whenever we used to say anything, no, Mataji, there is no just like we will say in Telugu, no kalmasham, nothing in her heart, Mataji. If anybody is doing wrong, means she used to go and tell them that what you are doing, that is wrong, that you should not do like this. So like that means she never used to keep anything mind and heart, Mataji. She is very pure. And of course, because of that nature only, she got such a glorious death also. And I have to share so many things, Mataji, but now there is no time. The devotees are also there, other Sakhis are also there to share their views also. And you all of you know very well that we both are very close. Even in temple also used to say, ask to that where is Lalita Mataji means where is Bhavani Mataji. They both will be together only always. So you both are like just like sister. All devotees used to say like that. Whenever for cutting vegetables service and all, we used to sit on the chair and keep the in our lap, and we used to cut the vegetables, and after vegetable everything, Mataji, everything, because you also know very well. So like this we were there, Mataji. Now Bhavani Mataji left me and she went. So I told her, when you are going, you call us. So she started smiling. Yeah, I will call you also. I will wait there, no problem. I will welcome you. So she started talking like that when we went to hospice, Mataji. So more than that, I cannot say anything, Mataji, because this is a very big loss in my life, Mataji, actually. So we never forget her. Like she is such a nice devotee, nice Vaishnavi. So we never forget her. But she is our role model, Mataji. We have to do like that only. Whatever she used to do, the service and everything, we also used to do like that only. She is our Path Pradarshak, Mataji. We also follow in her footsteps only how she used to do, so that we can also get the same glorious death in our last time, Mataji. I cannot say more than this, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Mataji, thank you. I know how much dear you are to, Barsana Mataji. We'll pray for your strength, Mataji, so you can, bear her separation. Thank you, Mataji, for talking. Divyambara Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, sorry to keep you waiting.
It's okay. Please don't say sorry.
Mataji, can you turn your video on if you don't mind?
Mataji.
I'm sorry. Mataji, I have backache, so the treatment is on. So whatever position I'm comfortable with. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Mataji. Please go.
Yeah. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. As all of you have spoken a lot, so I really feel that I should have taken advantage more of her physical association when she was there with us and be more appreciative about her. But I want to share whatever exchanges I've had with her. So my picture in my mind is like about Barsana Rani Mataji is like seeing her for Sunday feasts and also holding young children. And I got to know that she's a doctor, and in 2015 December, Sunita Mataji, who's also there on the call, so she invited both of us for book distribution in DLF, and she invited us for lunch. So that was the time when we got to interact with her. So She served us nice lunch prasadam that time. And one thing I could clearly see at that point of time was she was so eager to distribute Krishna consciousness. And what she was saying is like, we were waiting outside, we were doing book distribution there. And she was like, at least I feel that 4 to 5 people take the books and come to our temple. The eagerness to give Krishna consciousness, that was something which really inspired me. And later, we were there in the same Bhakti Shastri class, Srimad Bhagavatam, for a good number of years. I think it was 2 to 3 years until 2018, I guess. So one of the in 2018, my mother had some serious health issue, and then we couldn't diagnose the problem. So I was telling Mataji on one of the Sundays, and the next Sunday I forgot. I asked her something, and then she was like, she suggested something. And then the next Sunday, she was like, Devasvi, Amma kela undi. How's Amma doing? So I told her, sorry, Mataji, no, this is her progress. And then I, um, I just informed her how things were going on. And another thing which I remember about Mataji is that one of the Bhagavatam classes, I don't remember who the speaker was, but I got Mataji's Bhagavatam class notes. And then, I got a screenshot of it. And in 2021 Janmashtami, because my backache had already started, she was sitting on a chair and I was sitting on a chair too. And then we had a very little exchange. Mataji was, I said, no, she wasn't very happy to sit in a chair. I was able to see that even though she was much more advanced in age, and I do not know the intensity of a problem, but she was not very comfortable sitting. So I was like, Mataji, how I wish I have your consciousness. It's like, it's not you just say anything, you apply. So that was an instruction. And now I feel that I should be applying. And recently, when I got to know that Mataji is not keeping well, I got the information on 29th night. That was the 11th day ceremony of one of my dear god sisters. Her Grace Vilasini Mataji also left us. So that was like, I was just going through that pain, and I get information from Krishna Priya Mataji that she wasn't sure what the problem is. She's not well, is what I get to hear. And then on the first, I get some information that from Lalita Mataji that she's in hospice. So Krishna Priya Mataji, Sunita Mataji, and I went to see her in the hospice. And then I told Mataji that, Mataji, do you remember that we were doing book distribution together that day? Then she was like, this year, I didn't do any book distribution. It's Shastradan. And then she thanked us. Then I said, thank you, Mataji. It was a short thing. And then later I got to know on 9th, which was yesterday, that Mataji left us by Krishna Priya Mataji, by Krishna's mercy and devotee's mercy. I was there at the final kirtan and at the rituals after she left us. And I just wanted to share a few things which Krishna Priya Mataji shared with me about her appreciation, because she's not there in the call. So Krishna Priya Mataji has known Barsana Mataji, I think, ever since 2011, as far as I remember, Vrindavan Yatra, if that is the correct, of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So she was us that Mataji and Mataji's family and their family, her Prabhu and she, they share the same room. And Mataji's elder daughter just came in because she was working in Delhi. So she also shared the room with them, and Mataji was like so much okay about it. And after that, Mataji's younger daughter started attending Mataji was in America. Barsana Mataji was in America, but as soon as Mataji got to know about it, like she just knew about it as soon as she got to know about it. For Radhashmi, Mataji was there in the temple, and then she came to see Krishna Priya Mataji, talk to her and console her. And the exchange I remember, the most recent, other than that of the hospice, I remember of her was of Prabhupada's Vyasa Devi Mataji. asked Apu to see her, and I was like, Hare Krishna Mataji. Then she was like, we were in US and then we just returned. So that was a very short, brief exchange. I wish I had more of association about her, and so that I could have benefited more. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I just want to add, I just remember like Mataji was saying, she would be so concerned in asking about everyone's health. Like every Sunday we would walk from temple to Srila Mall for a Bhagavatam study circle class. And she would ask me every time about Vara Avatar Prabhu without fail. And even when I went to the hospital, she, in spite of her condition, she asked me, I heard about Vara Avatar Prabhu, he's no more. And I feel very upset, sad about it. Like, I was surprised and really touched by that gesture. Like even in that condition, she was always concerned about other devotees and always inquiring about other devotees. I mean, it was a very touching gesture from her. Thank you, Mataji, for reminding that.
Thank you, Mataji. And it also reminds me of something when we got to meet her in hospice. So she was like, she was asking for Krishna Priya Mataji. She was like, Krishna Priya Mataji. And then she asked, her elder daughter's name is Chandrakala. So she asked her, was Chandrakala also here? Then she was like, no, Mataji, she was in Suvitas. So she was like so very personal. So she made sure that and Krishna Priya Mataji was like, Krishna did, it's Krishna's mercy that you don't have to go through the treatment and everything. You go there and then we will when we just when we get there, you'll already be there, something of that sort. I don't remember the details. So Mataji was sharing that devotees are saying that just keep us for us also, you keep us towels, and then but I'm not sure if I'm going to go. So Krishna Priya Mataji was like, you will definitely go. Then Mataji was like, Barsana Mataji was like, when all of you are around, my consciousness is nice. And but when all of you are not around, I'll be into materialistic thoughts. That means I'll have to come back again. But Krishna Priya Mataji was like, you'll definitely go back to Krishna. And as you were there, Namrata Mataji and Bharati Mataji were also there when three of us came. And I could see you, as you were sharing, I could see your exchanges with her. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Vijaya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, please share.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Her Grace Barsana Rani Mataji. My interaction with Mataji is very less, Mataji. Even I had one pastime with Mataji when Mataji came to guest lecture in Voice Girls. Namrata Mataji is introducing every person. Like I felt Mataji said everyone should on your videos like that. I felt I'm very small. Mataji, they couldn't able to remember me. There is like no interaction like that. But when Mataji introduced me, Mataji was saying, Barsana Mataji was saying like, I know her. I have seen see her many times like that. I felt so loving and some kind of attachment Mataji that time. And every time Mataji, I used to have a very fast physical darshan of Mataji. Like Mataji is like ever smiling, humble face and very tall. I'm behind her all the time. In Vrindavan Yatra also Mataji, and that Govardhan Parikrama, Mataji was the first team in the medical team. Mataji was leading and advising many people. I felt that day I couldn't able to walk and I felt sick. I I I felt after seeing all Mataji's face, I felt like I got relieved so much. I didn't went also Mataji. And one more thing also Mataji, one devotee Mataji and Prabhuji, her daughter was 10 years old. She's having some stomach problem like acidity problem from long time it seems Mataji. So they were how to approach Mataji. They were thinking like how to approach Barsana Rani Mataji. She was very senior doctor like that. So somehow Mataji and that Prabhuji approached Mataji. Mataji gave so suggested so nicely things Mataji. From then she got cured completely that acidity. Kumar Prabhuji's daughter. from that Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, I always hear the glories of Barsana Rani Mataji. She's very senior, she's very like very senior doctor too, senior devotee. I always felt from the Par Mataji how to approach Mataji, how I can talk like that. But unfortunately, I didn't even know Mataji. Like when Karna Radhika Mataji posted in the group, like she's undergoing some surgery like that. I was done like casual prayers like that, Mataji. The day before yesterday only I came to know Mataji. When I am getting tears of seeing Mataji's videos and all, Mataji. But Mataji was like so happy. Like I didn't even saw even that much oxygen, all cannulas Mataji was having. Even Mataji is like Mataji's darshan is like same smiling and that kind of humility. The face is like that, Mataji. I felt like such a glorious passing away, Mataji. Like Anuradha Priya Mataji said and Sita Mataji said. When Sita Mataji started this group in Purushottam Mass of 2019, I was also used to attend regularly, Mataji, that time. Mataji, by seeing Mataji's darshan and the clear, Mataji pronounced the name Mataji. Before I got inspiration, like Mataji pronounced like Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Ram. It was like very inspiring. I learned that thing from Mataji. And when Mataji called with Maharaj also, Mataji was so happily expressing, Maharaj, I am going back to home. Like real parents, how like a child thing I felt, Mataji. I'm not qualified to speak much, but thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to share this little thing, Mataji. Thanks a lot, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Vijaya Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Divya Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I never saw Barsana Mataji and I just never know her. A few days back, Namrata Mataji said one of our senior mostly suffering from cancer, and I was like, okay. And yesterday also Mataji said about her great Krishna consciousness, and suddenly today morning, like I met with some incident today. I just want to share with you all that. Today morning I was doing ironing, and I was suddenly, I don't know why I was thinking about Barsana Mataji, like how great she is in Krishna consciousness. Like we have, how can I do it? We have to take her as inspiration. I have to do it. Like I was thinking, and ironwork suddenly got blasted, and a fire came out of it, and that fire just hit at me. But I just got nothing happened to me. At that time I just thanked to Barsana Mataji. Like even thinking about a pure soul can rescue us from bad things. So I said thanks to her, and I felt like sharing with my friend. And my friend, like a normal human, thinks that we have to do ironing very properly while doing iron, but you're thinking of something other person, she said, my friend. But that it's not like I did mistake and I did burn. Like I didn't get burned by my awareness, without my awareness. It's like the accident happened,
And you were saved.
and I was saying, and they and she couldn't catch that thing. So I felt like, okay, it's okay, no one can understand, it is Krishna and Shambhu, you can understand me. I said, like, and evening I saw that there is this Sakhi Sanga for Mataji. So to know more about her and what is this Sakhi Sanga, I've joined and just want to share this. Like even a pure soul without knowing also can do something for us. That's the thing I have experienced today, Mataji, and I was really happy for that.
So sweet. Krishna always says, more than thinking of him, if we think of his devotees, he will be more pleased. I think, with what you shared, that really that makes us clear. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for coming and sharing.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me opportunity to share my thing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I wanted to add something. I heard from my spiritual master many years back that there are two things: Krishna consciousness from the mind and Krishna consciousness from the heart. And initially for some devotees, it's like Krishna consciousness from the mind. And until they go from the mind to the heart, it's not deeper Krishna consciousness. So based on what I got to hear about Barsana Mataji today, her glories, so I'm 100% sure that she took Krishna consciousness from the heart. So that is why her heart was with Krishna and devotees and spiritual masters. So that is why her end is so glorious. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you all, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Vimala Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, all glories to Gurudev, all glories to Barsana Rani Devi Dasi Mataji. మాతాజీని నేను 2010 నుండి తెలుసు మాతాజీ. తను ఇద్దరం ఎప్పుడు కలిసినా మాట్లాడుకునే వాళ్ళము. మీరు మీ కూతురు ద్వారా వచ్చారు, నేనేమో మా అబ్బాయి ద్వారా వచ్చాను, అమెరికాలో ఉంటారు అంటే నేను కూడా అదే చెప్పేదాన్ని. మా అమ్మాయి ఫస్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీలో చదివేటప్పుడు ఒక నల్లామె భౌతిక అమ్ముతుందంట, తీసుకొని అట్లా ఇన్స్పైర్ అయింది. నాకు చెప్పింది 2003. అప్పటి నుండి నేను ఫాలో అవుతున్నా, కాకపోతే టెంపుల్ కి రాకపోయేదాన్ని అప్పటి నుండి. ఇప్పుడు మహబూబ్ నగర్ నుండి వస్తున్నా అని చెప్పాను. అయితే ఇంకా అట్లా క్లోజ్ గా ఎప్పుడు కలిసినా పిల్లల గురించి అట్లా మాట్లాడు ఎంత ఎప్పుడు ఏ టైంలో చూసినా ఎప్పుడు స్మైల్ ఫేస్ తోనా, ఎప్పుడు హైందవ స్త్రీ ఎట్లుంటదో అట్లా ఎట్లాంటి పోకడలు పోకుండా, ఎంతసేపు డాక్టర్ అని ఇంత అపోహ కూడా లేకుండా తను ఎట్లా బిహేవ్ చేసేదంటే 2018 లో ఇద్దరం కలిసి బుక్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ చేసాము. తిలక్ నగర్ లో మేమున్నాము మాతాజీ 12 years. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాము. ఆ రోజు నల్లకుంటలో ఉంది బుక్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్. ఇద్దరం కలిసి అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ప్రతి అపార్ట్మెంట్ తిరిగి, ఎంత ఓపికతోన నా వెంబడి తిరిగి ఇద్దరం బుక్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసినాము. అసలు మాతాజీ మొన్న సఖీ సంఘ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా నాకు కాల్ చేసి, మహబూబ్ నగర్ టీం చాలా బాగా చేసింది, అది పెట్టలేరు ఎందుకు సఖీ సంఘాల, నాకు పోస్ట్ చేయి మాతాజీ. నేను సరే మాతాజీ అని పోస్ట్ చేశాను. అసలు అంత హంబుల్ గా తనకి ఏ బాధ లేదు అన్నంత ఫీలింగ్ తోన అసలు ఇంత దాకిన అమ్మ అబ్బా అంటాం గాని, తను కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ లోనే ఆ బెడ్ మీద ఉందంటే, అసలు ఆ ఫ్లవర్స్ అల్లుతుంటే నాకు అనిపించింది, అమ్మ ప్రపద భాగవతము ఇట్లా లాస్ట్ మూమెంట్ లో భాగవతము ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసినట్టుంది మాతాజీ అని అనుకున్నాను నేను. అది మాతాజీ యొక్క గ్రేట్నెస్. హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఈ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇచ్చినందుకు థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Neelima Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. మాతాజీ గురించి నాకు అసలు తెలీదు. నేను ఆవిడని చూడలేదు అనుకుంటా మాతాజీ. బట్ టెంపుల్ లో ఆవిడ ఫోటో పెట్టాక చూసానేమో అని అనుకున్నాను, కానీ తెలియదు మాతాజీ. చూసానో లేదు కూడా గుర్తు రావట్లేదు. కానీ నేను మాతాజీ ఈ 2 days నుంచి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసింది, నేను చాలా ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యాను మాతాజీ. సఖీ సంఘకు కూడా నేను కూడా వచ్చిన్నాను ఆ రోజు. కానీ మాతాజీ ఆ లాస్ట్ మూమెంట్ లో చేసిన అది మాత్రం అసలు మర్చిపోలేకున్నాను మాతాజీ. 2 days నుంచి నేను అదే ఆలోచిస్తాను. ఉపాధి ఎలా అయితే బెడ్ పైన కూర్చొని ఆ బెడ్ పైన ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆయన ఎలా ఉన్నారో అలానే నాకు మాతాజీని చూస్తేనే అలా అనిపించింది. అసలు అంటే వైష్ణవ అసోసియేషన్ అలా ఉంటుందేమో అని అనుకున్నాను. నేను కొత్త మాతాజీ, నాకు ఇస్కాన్ 2 years బ్యాకే నేను ఇందులోకి వచ్చాను కరోనా టైంలో. లేవు. కానీ ఫస్ట్ టైం మా ఇంట్లో రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుతో ఈ భాగవతం ఇన్స్టలేషనప్పుడు కొంత మాట్లాడిన మాతాజీలు వాళ్ళందరూ వచ్చారు. ఈ మాతాజీది లాస్ట్ మూమెంట్ లో ఆ ఫ్లవర్స్ అల్లడం అది నాకు చాలా ఆశ్చర్యం వేసింది మాతాజీ. మాతాజీ చేసింది అలా అంటే ఆవిడని ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా తీసుకోవచ్చు మనం కూడా ఆ టైం వచ్చినప్పుడు అనేది అర్థమైంది మాతాజీ. ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా ఉంది మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Thank you, Neelu Mataji.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ.
మాతాజీ 9 అయిపోయింది మాతాజీ. హరే మాతాజీ. ఎస్ మాతాజీ.
మాట్లాడచ్చా?
చెప్పండి మాతాజీ.
అదే అంటే మాతాజీ తోటి మాకు అసోసియేషన్ ఒక 14 years నుంచి ఉంది మాతాజీ. మేము అంటే 2010 నుంచి మాతాజీతో మాకు చాలా పరిచయం అనమాట. అంటే మాతాజీ ఎట్లా అంటే మహారాజ్ గారు నిన్న మాట్లాడుతున్నారు కదా, మాతాజీతో మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు మహారాజ్ గారు ఎలా బ్లెస్ చేశారంటే, అంటే ఆమె సిన్సియర్ గా డివోషనల్ సర్వీస్ చేశారు కాబట్టి మహారాజ్ గారు ఇలా బ్లెస్సింగ్ ఇచ్చారన్నమాట. ఏంటంటే మీరు ఇట్లా రాధాకృష్ణుల యొక్క హ్యాండ్స్ లోనే ఉన్నారు మీరు, అలాగే మీరు అలాగే మహారాజ్ గారే ఆమెకి థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పారు. ఇలా డివోషనల్ సర్వీస్ లో మీరు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి నేను థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తున్నానని చెప్పి అది చెప్పారు. అది నాకు చాలా మహారాజ్ గారు అంత గొప్పవారే మాతాజీ ఇట్లా సిన్సియర్ గా సర్వీస్ చేశారని చాలా అప్రిషియేట్ చేశారు అన్నమాట. అది నాకు చాలా ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ అనిపించినారు. ఇంకా మళ్ళీ మాతాజీ చాలా జనరస్ గా ఉంటారు, మళ్ళీ చాలా హంబుల్ గా ఉంటారు, చాలా గ్రేట్ఫుల్ గా ఉంటారు. మళ్ళీ ప్రతిసారి కూడా నేను కలిసినప్పుడల్లా కూడా ఇట్లా రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుజీ అంటే మన టెంపుల్ కి రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుజీ కనెక్ట్ అయినప్పటి నుంచి కూడా మాతాజీ ఏం చెప్తారంటే, ఇది రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభు మహారాజ్ గారు ఇట్లా రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుని పంపించడం వల్లనే మనకి ఇంత ఇలాగ అవకాశం వస్తుంది, ఇలాగ మనం ఇంత మంచిగా సర్వీస్ చేయగలుగుతున్నాం మాతాజీ, అందరం ఇట్లా కనెక్టెడ్ గా ఉన్నాము అని చెప్పి చాలా సార్లు నాతో అనేవాళ్ళు అన్నమాట. అలాగే ఇప్పుడు రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభుజీ క్లాసెస్ కూడా చెప్తున్నారు కంటిన్యూస్ గా. అప్పుడు మనకి ఈ కరోనాలో క్లాసెస్ చెప్పేవాళ్ళు కదా మాతాజీ. సో అది చెప్పినప్పుడు ఆ మాతాజీ అసలు ఇంత కరోనాలో ఇంత భయంకరమైన సిచ్యువేషన్ లో మనం ఉన్నప్పటికి కూడా మనకి మహారాజ్ గారి దయ వలన రాధేశ్యామ్ ప్రభు దయ వలన మనం ఇట్లా శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం క్లాసెస్ ఇవన్నీ ఉంటున్నాం మాతాజీ, ఇది అసలు ఎవరికి దొరకదు మనకి అని చెప్పి మాతాజీ చాలా గ్రేట్ఫుల్ గా ఉండేవాళ్ళు అన్నమాట. ఆ మాటలో కానీ ఆమె బిహేవియర్ లో కానీ అది నాకు చాలా నచ్చేది అన్నమాట మాతాజీ చెప్పి. అలాగే లాస్ట్ లో ఇక్కడ మనకి చాలా డిటాచ్డ్ గా ఉన్నారు. మేము వెళ్ళాము చూడటానికి మాతాజీని. వాళ్ళ రిలేటివ్స్ ఎవరు వచ్చినా చూసినా కూడా వాళ్ళ మీద అంత ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఏం చూపించట్లేదు మాతాజీ. ఎప్పుడైతే డివోటీస్ వెళ్తున్నారో వాళ్ళు వెంటనే గుర్తుపడుతున్నారు అన్నమాట. రాగానే వాళ్ళు గుర్తుపట్టి వాళ్ళని ఎంతో హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు. డివోటీస్ చూసిన వెంటనే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు అన్నమాట. అది అది అంటే అంటే అది ఎప్పుడు వస్తుందంటే, మనం ఎప్పుడైతే డిటాచ్డ్ కండిషన్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు, అంటే మనకి అసలైన వాళ్ళు ఎవరంటే బాడీకి సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళు కాదు, మనకి ఇట్లా స్పిరిచువల్ గా సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళే. నాకు అంటే మాతాజీ బిహేవియర్ లో కూడా ఎక్కువ డివోటీస్ మీద ఎక్కువ చాలా ప్రేమ చూపించేవాళ్ళు. అంటే వీళ్ళే కదా మనతో పర్మనెంట్ గా శాశ్వతంగా ఉండేది, వీళ్ళే కదా మాతాజీ, మనకి మెటీరియల్ మన బాడీకి సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళు కాదు కదా అని చెప్పి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి కూడా అదే నాతో అనేవాళ్ళు మాట. చాలా మాతాజీ చాలా డిటాచ్డ్ గా ఉన్నారు. ఇంకా కృష్ణ ఇంకా ఎప్పుడు ఈ కృష్ణ కథ వింటున్నారు. అలా ఆమె నాకేమనిపించింది రియలైజేషన్ ఏంటంటే, ఆమె సిన్సియారిటీ చూసి కృష్ణుడు మహారాజ్ గారు ఇంతమంది డివోటీస్ ఆమె కోసం పంపించారండి. అది నాకు చాలా ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ అన్నమాట. ఒక 150 డివోటీస్ మొత్తం అందరూ వచ్చి అక్కడ చాంటింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు, మళ్ళీ కీర్తన చేస్తున్నారు. ఈ రకరకాల రాధారాణి శారీని తీసుకొచ్చి ఇచ్చారు, మహారాజ్ గారిది ధోతి తీసుకొచ్చి ఇచ్చారు. ఇంకా అవన్నీ అంటే అలా మొత్తం అన్ని రకాల అన్ని వైపుల నుంచి కూడా ఆమెకి ఆ మెర్సీ, రాధారాణి అని కృష్ణుడి యొక్క మెర్సీ ఆమెకి లభించింది. అంటే ఎందుకోసం అంటే బికాస్ ఆఫ్ హర్ సిన్సియారిటీ అని. అది నాకు వచ్చిన రిలేషన్ మాది. సో ఆమెకు ఉన్నటువంటి సిన్సియారిటీని మాకు కూడా డెవలప్ చేయమని నేను ప్రేయర్ చేస్తున్నాను మాతాజీ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. మాతాజీ చాలా చక్కగా చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. రియలీ షీఈస్ వెరీ సిన్సియర్ అండ్ అది కనిపించింది. డివోటీస్ రాగానే చాలా సంతోషపడేవారు. రిలేటివ్స్ కంటే డివోటీస్ కి చాలా ప్రేమగా రిసీవ్ చేశారు. చాలా మంచి చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. మాతాజీ 9 అయింది. ఐ థింక్ వి షుడ్ వైండ్ అప్. ఒక దిశా మాతాజీ left a message. I'll quickly read that. She is not able to be here. She's saying Mataji is so merciful and down to earth. She opens her heart for everyone with so much love, affection, and care. Every time we meet in the temple, Mataji used to ask about kids and his health. If any problem, please call me anytime. So she's so selflessly served everyone and also called back and checked. Mataji does so much service even at this age. She had done book distribution, Nagar Sankirtan in December very enthusiastically. She's truly taught us how a Vaishnavi devotee should be. Thank you, Mataji, for the opportunity. So thank you all very, very much. Andariki chala chala dhanyavadalu for coming together in this platform to share. I learned so much more about Barsana Rani Mataji from all of you, and we'll all pray for her well-being. I mean, we are sure she's in the right place at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Krishna, and we will learn from her and try to imbibe some of her qualities. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanabhyo vaishnavabhyo. Barsana Mataji ki
Jai.
jai.
Barsana Rani Mataji ki
करण आराधिका माता जी की, सीता माता जी की, अनु माता जी की जय, सखी संगा ग्रुप की जय,
जय सखी संगा ग्रुप की जय.
కృష్ణ మాతాజీలందరికీ దండవత్సనాలు మాతాజీ.
జయ అందరికీ దండవత్సనాలు.